Welcome back. Today. We're diving into the top 10 most valuable Canada 1-cent coins and American Lincoln 1-cent coins that could bring you a lot of dollars if you have them in your collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, these coins are guaranteed to capture your attention. So let's get started. First up, the 1975 Canada 1-cent coin. This coin may look like just another penny, but in circulated condition, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and has become quite valuable in today's market. The Canada 1-cent coin from 1975 is part of the last era of Canadian pennies minted entirely in bronze, containing 98% copper, with small amounts of tin and zinc. This copper content gives it a unique shine and character that's treasured among collectors. Most 1975 Canadian pennies are found in circulation-worn condition, making them less pristine than uncirculated coins. But despite the wear and tear, circulated versions can be highly valuable to collectors due to the limited number of coins from this year that remain in circulation. In 1975, Canada was still issuing pennies with Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This era of Canadian coinage is a favorite for collectors, not only for its beautiful design, but also for its historical significance. The 1975 penny marks a time of economic transition, and the penny itself has become a symbol of Canada's pre-digital, cash-driven economy. So why is the 1975 Canada 1-cent coin becoming rarer and more valuable today? The answer lies in a couple of factors. First, Canada officially stopped producing pennies in 2012, which has increased demand for these older coins. Since they were pulled from circulation, fewer and fewer remain in people's change jars or pockets. Second, many 1975 pennies have been melted down over the years for their copper content, further reducing the total number available. Now, let's talk about the market value. In circulated condition, the 1975 Canada 1-cent coin can still fetch a surprisingly good price, especially for those in decent condition. Currently, a circulated 1975 penny can sell for around $670, depending on its grade. However, some collectors have reported paying upwards of $950 for well-preserved circulated examples, especially if they show limited signs of wear and have clear details. The market for these coins is on the rise, partly due to nostalgia and partly due to the increasing scarcity of copper-based coins. For a piece of Canadian history, many collectors are willing to pay well above face value, making this coin a worthy investment for those looking to expand their collection. If you're lucky enough to have a 1975 penny, take a closer look at its condition. Coins with minimal scratches, a well-defined image of Queen Elizabeth II, and legible date markings are valued higher. The better the condition, the higher the potential price, even if it's been circulated. So, if you come across a 1975 Canada 1-cent coin in your change or your collection, hold on to it. As these coins become harder to find, they will only increase in value, especially for collectors looking to complete a full set of Canadian pennies from this era. Next up, the 1966 Canadian 1-cent coin in very good condition. It might just surprise you how valuable this seemingly humble coin can be today. Here it is, the 1966 Canadian 1-cent. At first glance, it might seem like just another vintage penny, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. It holds significant value for collectors, especially if it's in very good condition, which we're focusing on today. Before we dive into its current market value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1966 1-cent. In the mid-1960s, Canada was experiencing some economic changes, and this coin came at a time when the country was in the process of switching over to a new, more modern design on its currency. The 1966 1-cent coin features a design by Canadian artist George Kruger Gray, showing the classic maple leaf motif. The obverse has the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. It's important to note that the 1966 penny was minted in copper, which is significant when considering its current market value. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 1966 1-cent so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and the condition it's found in. While most of the coins from this year were mass-produced, certain versions, especially in higher grades, are quite rare. The key to unlocking its value is the condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with various intermediate levels in between. The very good grade signifies that the coin has noticeable wear and tear, but the key details, such as the date and design, are still visible. In the case of the 1966 1 cent, a coin in very good condition can be quite rare, depending on how it was preserved. Alright, let's talk money. You're probably curious about just how much a 1966 Canada 1 cent in very good condition could be worth today. Currently, a 1966 Canadian 1 cent in very good condition can range in value. On average, it might sell for anywhere between $20,000 in today's market, depending on the exact wear and demand at the time of sale. But don't let that fool you. Some collectors are willing to pay more for coins with excellent eye appeal, which means your coin could fetch even higher prices. What makes this even more exciting is that coins in better than average condition can command higher premiums. For instance, if your 1966 penny is in a grade of fine or very fine, it could be worth $10,000 or even higher. Coin dealers, online auctions, and collector groups are always on the lookout for these rarer 1966 pennies. Their value can fluctuate based on demand, but as time goes on, coins like these tend to appreciate, especially as they become more difficult to find in decent condition. Now, let's get into why this coin is considered so rare. The 1966 1 cent was part of a large mintage run, but fewer coins have survived in very good condition. Most of them were spent or lost over the years, and many were subjected to the wear and tear of circulation. Finding one that has been well preserved is a true find for collectors. Preserving your coin properly is also important if you want to maintain its value. Keeping it in a protective case, away from extreme temperature changes and humidity, will help it stay in the best condition possible. So if you have a 1966 Canadian 1 cent in very good condition, it's definitely worth taking a closer look at. You could have a rare find on your hands that could add significant value to your collection. And for those of you looking to get into coin collecting, the 1966 Canadian 1 cent is a great entry-level coin that's both affordable and packed with history. It's also a reminder of how coins can evolve over time in terms of value, so keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures. Next up, the 1986 Canada 1 cent coin in very good condition. You might be surprised to find out that this small penny has a surprisingly big market value today. Stick around to learn more about why this coin is so valuable, its unique features, and how you can potentially make a profit if you have one in your collection. Let's start with some background on the coin itself. The Canada 1 cent 1986 coin was minted as part of a long-running series of 1 cent coins issued by the Royal Canadian Mint. This coin features a distinctive maple leaf design, which has been a symbol of Canada for decades. The maple leaf design is a tribute to the country's natural beauty and heritage. The coin was minted in copper-plated steel, and it measures about 19.05 millimeters in diameter, weighing 2.35 grams. It features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, with the reverse showing the famous maple leaf along with the inscription Canada and the year 1986. But here's where it gets interesting. Although this coin was produced in large numbers, it's become surprisingly rare and valuable in certain conditions. So, what makes the 1986 Canada 1 cent coin stand out among others in the series? The answer lies in the condition and the fact that the 1986 penny is one of the last years for the traditional 1 cent coin before Canada decided to discontinue the penny in 2012. That's right, Canada officially stopped minting the 1 cent coin after 2012, and the ones still in circulation today are becoming increasingly scarce. As for the 1986 coin itself, while it was produced in large quantities, most of them are either lost, damaged, or have worn down over the years. Finding one in very good condition, where the details are still visible and there's minimal wear, is much rarer than you might think. Now, what exactly does very good condition mean when we're talking about coins? For the 1986 Canada 1 cent, a coin in very good condition typically has clear details on the design, but may show moderate signs of wear from being in circulation. In very good condition, the coin will have slightly worn features, but the maple leaf and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait should still be distinguishable. You'll see some scratches, maybe a few minor dings, but overall, the coin retains enough of its original features to make it valuable to collectors. Now, let's talk about the exciting part, the market value. You may be wondering, how much is a Canada 1 cent 1986 coin worth today? Well, depending on its condition, the market value of this coin can vary. In very good condition, you might be looking at a price range anywhere between $70–100, but if you're lucky enough to find one in extremely good or uncirculated condition, it could be worth $30,000 or more. The rarity factor plays a huge role here since many of these pennies have been lost or damaged over time. Collectors are willing to pay more for one in decent shape. But that's not all. If you have a 1986 penny with any unique features like a slight error in minting, such as a misprint, double die, or another variation, its value could skyrocket even higher. Coins with these rare errors can easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars on the market, depending on the demand among collectors. Why is the 1986 Canada 1 cent so valuable today? Well, as I mentioned earlier, Canada's decision to stop producing pennies has made older coins like these more attractive to collectors. As time goes on, the supply of these pennies decreases and demand grows, pushing up the value. Additionally, the 1986 penny is part of a milestone year. It marks one of the last years this particular design was minted before Canada phased out the 1 cent coin. People who are collecting Canadian coins or are interested in the historical significance of this currency will be willing to pay a premium for it. Okay, so you might be wondering how to identify whether your 1986 Canada 1 cent is worth more than face value. First off, check the condition. Coins in very good condition should show clear but slightly worn features. Make sure it's still recognizable, and there should be no significant damage like deep scratches or dents. Once you've determined your coin's condition, it's time to sell it. You can take it to a reputable coin dealer, use online platforms like eBay, or even check out specialized coin auction sites. But remember, when selling your coin, make sure to have detailed photos of both sides, as collectors are always looking for authenticity and clear descriptions. Alright, that wraps up our deep dive into the 1986 Canada 1 cent in very good condition. It may be a small coin, but its value is growing, and collectors are always on the lookout for these rare finds. If you've got one of these pennies in your collection, it might just be time to check its value and see if you've got a hidden gem on your hands. Next up, the 1985 1 cent, which is only rare but also holds significant value in today's market. If you think a 1985 1 cent coin is just another penny, think again. We'll break down why this coin, in very good condition, has become such a hot commodity. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's take a closer look at this Canadian treasure. The Canada 1 cent 1985 is part of the famous maple leaf series, which features an iconic maple leaf on the reverse side of the coin. The obverse side shows a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by artist Dora de Patery Hunt, a design that remained in use for many years on Canadian coins. While it might look like a typical 1 cent coin at first glance, its rarity and market value stem from several key factors, which we're going to explore today. Now, let's talk about why the 1985 1 cent coin is rare. In 1985, Canada struck a relatively small number of these pennies compared to other years. Most people simply used them for everyday transactions, but over the years, these coins began to disappear from circulation. Although the Canadian Mint issued many 1 cent coins each year, the 1985 mintage is considered low in comparison. This scarcity, combined with the coin's age, has contributed to its value increasing significantly in the market. Now, let's discuss the condition of these coins. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1985 1 cent coin in very good condition is worth far more than one that's heavily worn or damaged. A very good coin typically shows clear details, with some wear on the raised elements but without heavy scratches or discoloration. A well-maintained 1985 Canada 1 cent coin will display its iconic maple leaf and the date of minting clearly. This level of preservation plays a huge role in determining its market price. So, how much is the Canada 1 cent 1985 really worth today? The price can vary depending on the condition of the coin and if it has been professionally graded. In very good condition, you can expect to see these coins selling for anywhere between $25,000. However, if you happen to come across one in extra fine or uncirculated condition, you could see the value rise even further. For example, in mint state, a 1985 Canada 1-cent coin has been known to fetch $60,000 or more at auctions or private sales. You may be wondering, what makes this particular 1985 penny so valuable? Well, it's not just the rarity or age, but also a few unique factors. First, the coin is no longer in production, as Canada officially ceased minting 1-cent coins in 2012. This makes any surviving 1-cent coins from the pre-2012 era more sought after. Additionally, the historical significance of these coins adds value. The 1985 1-cent is part of a series that reflects a particular time in Canadian currency history. The design and production of the coin, combined with the limited number available today, make it especially desirable to collectors. If you're on the hunt for a Canada 1-cent 1985 in very good condition, keep an eye out when you're coin hunting. You might find one in your pocket change, or you could pick one up at a local coin shop or online auction. However, it's crucial to verify its authenticity and condition before buying or selling. Always have a professional grader assess the coin if you're unsure about its value. If you're thinking about selling your 1985 Canada 1-cent coin, platforms like eBay, Etsy, or other online coin marketplaces are great places to start. Just make sure to take clear, high-quality photos and include a detailed description of the coin's condition and any certifications it may have. The Canada 1-cent 1985, though small in size, holds big potential in terms of value. Whether you're an avid collector or a casual coin enthusiast, it's definitely worth keeping an eye out for this rare gem. A very good condition 1985 penny is a fantastic piece of Canadian numismatic history and an excellent addition to any collection. Next up, the Lincoln 1-cent 1961 with a D mint mark, especially when it's in very good condition. If you've ever wondered what makes this penny so special and why it's commanding a significant value today, stay tuned as we break it all down. Some stand out for their historical significance, while others gain value because of their rarity and condition. The 1961 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark is one of those coins that may have slipped under your radar, but it's definitely worth your attention now, especially if you have one in very good condition. Before we explore the value of the 1961 Lincoln penny, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin unique. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1961 Lincoln penny, like other pennies from this era, features the iconic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse. On the reverse, you'll find the traditional design of the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat stalks from earlier pennies. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. While the 1961 penny wasn't a particularly low mintage year, the value of this coin, especially in very good condition, is driven by other factors, such as its current market demand, historical significance, and collector interest. Now, you might be wondering, how rare is this penny? After all, 1961 isn't exactly an old date. So what gives this penny its increased value in today's market? Coin condition plays a crucial role when it comes to value. While most 1961 pennies are not considered rare, the ones in very good condition are much harder to come by than you might think. What does very good mean for a coin? In this case, a very good condition penny should have clear details, with some wear that's visible on the high points, but not so much that the features are completely worn away. Some collectors believe that the 1961 penny, especially with a D mint mark, has become a collectible because of its excellent strike quality and the fact that many of these coins have been circulated extensively over the years, meaning fewer are still in good shape. While it's a super rare coin like the 1909 SVDB penny, the 1961 D penny in very good condition is a standout for collectors looking to complete their sets. But here's the big question: what's it worth today? Let's get to the heart of the matter: the value. A 1961 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark in very good condition is currently worth between $80,000 on average. However, if your coin is in better than very good condition, like extra fine or uncirculated, it can be worth a lot more. In exceptional cases, with rarer or more sought-after varieties, values can even reach upwards of $100,000 or more. Considering that the face value of this coin is just 1 cent, you can see how the right conditions, the right mint mark, and the right collector interest can push this penny's value up considerably. It's a great example of how a simple coin, when in the right condition, can become a prized piece in the world of numismatics. Coins like the 1961D Lincoln penny are popping up for sale in online auctions and coin shops, and some are fetching higher prices, especially when they're in near mint or better condition. The demand for these coins continues to grow as collectors seek to fill gaps in their Lincoln cent collections. So how do you know if your 1961D penny is valuable? Here's a quick checklist. First, inspect the condition of the coin closely. If it has a lot of wear, it may not be worth as much, but a penny in very good or better condition will definitely hold more value. Second, make sure you're looking at the mint mark. Remember, it's the D mint mark from Denver we're focusing on here today. Also, take note of any unusual die errors or variations. While the 1961D is generally not known for errors, certain varieties and mistakes can increase a coin's value dramatically. To wrap things up, the Lincoln 1 cent 1961 with a D mint mark in very good condition may not be the rarest coin, but it certainly holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Its value in today's market may surprise you, especially as more people begin to recognize its importance. Remember, the condition of the coin is key when it comes to determining its value. If you have one of these pennies in your collection, you might just have a small treasure on your hands. Next up, the 1963 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark. But here's the twist, it's in a black color shade condition. Not only is this coin unique in appearance, but it also packs a surprising value in the market today. Stick around as we uncover why this coin is so special and how it could be worth much more than you think. The 1963 Lincoln cent is already a classic, with millions minted at the Denver Mint. But when it comes to the black color shade condition, this is where things get interesting. This isn't just a coin that's aged or tarnished, we're talking about a coin that displays a deep black patina, giving it a rare and striking appearance that stands out from the rest. So what exactly is the black color shade condition? Typically, coins develop a natural patina over time as they react with moisture, air, and environmental elements. However, in rare cases like this one, the coin develops a deeper, darker tone often attributed to chemical reactions or even improper storage conditions. The result is this unique blackened look, which can make coins appear completely different from the typical copper finish we're used to seeing on most Lincoln cents. Now, let's compare the 1963 Lincoln cent with the typical examples you might find in your pocket change. Normally, a 1963 Lincoln cent with the D mint mark would feature a reddish-brown tone given its copper composition. But in contrast, the coin in black shade takes on a distinct, darker aesthetic that catches collectors' attention. You might be wondering, why is this coin worth more than the typical 1963 cent? Well, here's where the rarity and market demand come into play. The black color shade on a 1963 Lincoln cent can significantly boost its value. Typically, this type of colorization is seen as a form of error or unique alteration, and collectors will pay top dollar for a rare coin in this unusual condition. In today's market, the value of a 1963 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark in black shade condition can range from $300,000 depending on its exact condition and the buyer. The market for rare coins, especially those with unique features like this blackened color shade, has been on the rise in recent years. Collectors and investors are looking for something different, something that stands out. And a blackened 1963 Lincoln cent has that visual appeal combined with rarity, making it a highly sought-after item in both the numismatic community and the broader collector's market. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare black color shade coins, whether in your pocket change or from a coin dealer, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's important to keep an eye out for this specific condition when browsing through coin collections or buying coins online. But remember, condition is everything. While the blackened look adds value, the overall grade of the coin is key to determining its worth. So, there you have it. The 1963 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark in black color shade condition is more than just a unique find, it's a valuable collectible that could be worth a lot of money today. Keep an eye on your coin collection. because you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Next up, the Lincoln 1 cent 1964 without mint mark in a stunning red color shade condition. This rare coin is not only a great piece of history, but it's also worth some serious money today. So, if you're into coin collecting or just curious about what makes this penny so special, stay tuned because we're about to dive into the details. Before we get into its value, let's first talk about the 1964 Lincoln 1 cent itself. This particular coin was minted at the height of the coin production boom in the United States. It's a regular, copper-based penny featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse with his familiar portrait. But what makes this specific 1964 penny so interesting is its condition and color. The 1964 Lincoln penny without a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. But what sets this coin apart is its incredible red color shade. Red coins, often called red cent or full red in the numismatic community, are those that have retained their original copper luster and haven't been tarnished by time or environmental factors. These are highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's get into the real value of this coin in today's market. As many of you know, coin values depend heavily on factors like rarity, condition, and demand. The 1964 Lincoln penny, especially in this red color shade, stands out due to its rarity in pristine condition. Over the years, most pennies have been circulated and show signs of wear, making uncirculated, full red coins like this one even more desirable. Looking at recent sales data, a 1964 Lincoln penny in full red condition can fetch anywhere from $300,000 for an average coin in excellent red color. However, if you have one in top-tier condition, such as mint state red, the price can rise significantly, reaching anywhere from $500,000 depending on the specific grading and demand. It's all about that stunning, shiny red appearance, which shows how well preserved the coin is. But here's the thing, finding a 1964 penny in this kind of pristine red condition is becoming increasingly rare. Most of the pennies from this year have experienced some sort of wear due to circulation, and many have developed discoloration or a brownish tint over time. The ones that have remained untouched, with their original mint luster intact, are truly the gems of the collection. And when you're dealing with rare coins like this, it's not just about the money, it's about owning a piece of history. A 1964 Lincoln penny in red shade condition is a fantastic addition to any collection. It symbolizes the craftsmanship and precision of coin minting during the mid-20th century and is an enduring reminder of Abraham Lincoln's legacy. The 1964 Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in red color shade is not just any ordinary penny. It's a rare find in fantastic condition, and its market value reflects that. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just starting out in coin collecting, this coin is one to keep an eye out for. If you happen to have one of these pennies, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Remember, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and it's always a good idea to check your spare change. You never know what hidden gems might be out there. Next up, the 1964 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark in very good condition. In today's market, this coin is not only an important piece of American history, but also carries a significant value. Let's dive into its story, its rarity, and its market worth. Before we go further, let's quickly take a look at the basics of this coin. The Lincoln penny, a beloved symbol of American currency, has been in circulation since 1909. It features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959. The 1964 issue is particularly interesting, as it was one of the last pennies struck before the United States fully transitioned from silver to copper-nickel alloys. Now, let's talk about the specifics of this coin, starting with the year. 1964 was a pivotal year in the history of U.S. coinage. It marked the end of the era of silver coinage in the U.S., as the government began removing silver from circulation in favor of cheaper metals. This particular penny, stamped with a D mint mark, was minted at the Denver Mint, which is known for producing millions of coins each year. Look at that mint mark. The D signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, But what makes this coin so special? Well, it's all about the condition and rarity. The 1964 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark, when in very good condition, stands out among its peers. You might wonder, what exactly does very good condition mean in the world of coin grading? In the world of numismatics, coin condition is key to determining value. The official grading system, known as the Sheldon scale, ranges from poor to perfect mint state. A very good coin typically features clear details but shows signs of wear. The Lincoln memorial on the reverse might be worn down, and Lincoln's profile may show some flattening, but key features such as the date, mint mark, and the word Liberty should still be visible. Now, if you come across a 1964 Lincoln penny in this condition, it might seem as pristine as a high-grade coin, but it's still relatively rare. So what exactly gives it value in the market? While 1964 pennies are not rare in terms of total mintage, over 2 billion pennies were produced that year. It's the condition that matters. Coins from this era, especially those with mint marks like the D from Denver, can still hold significant value in very good or better condition. But here's the kicker: rarity isn't just about how many coins were made. It's also about how many survived in decent condition. With so many of these coins being used and spent over the years, many of them have worn down to the point where they're nearly unrecognizable. So, finding one in very good condition is a rarity in itself. As of today, a 1964 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark in very good condition can fetch anywhere $19,000, depending on condition. Now, you may be wondering, why does this coin even matter? After all, it's just one of many from 1964, right? Well, the answer lies in its historical significance and the sheer joy of collecting. Coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about connecting with history and owning a piece of the past. The 1964 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark is a representation of the final days of silver coinage in America and the beginning of a new era in U.S. currency. Plus, for collectors, finding a coin in decent condition is an accomplishment. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, adding a 1964 Lincoln penny to your collection is a great way to enrich your understanding of American coinage. It's a reminder that even the most common coins can hold incredible stories and value if you know where to look. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1964 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, make sure to check trusted auction sites, coin dealers, and even local coin shows. You'll want to check for clear markings, a readable date, and ensure there's no significant corrosion or damage. And remember, condition is key. The better the condition, the higher the price. Always verify a coin's authenticity and condition through reputable grading services before purchasing. This will ensure you're paying a fair price and getting the value you expect. Well, there you have it. The 1964 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark, in very good condition, holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. It's not just about its value, it's about preserving a piece of history. If you've got one of these pennies, consider holding onto it, as it might just become more valuable as time goes on. Next up, the 1969 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. This little penny may look unassuming, but it's packed with historical value, and you'd be surprised at just how much it's worth today. So, grab your magnifying glass because we're about to uncover why this coin is a gem in the world of numismatics. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the years, the design has remained largely unchanged, but the 1969 penny stands out for a few key reasons. The coin features the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse, with the reverse displaying the familiar 1-cent engraving, as well as the wheat ears design used until 1958. In 1969, the U.S. Mint struck more than 2 billion pennies, with the production split across two main minting locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The vast majority of these pennies are still circulating today, which makes the 1969 penny with a D mint mark somewhat common in terms of production. So, what makes the 1969 penny with the D mint mark so special? Well, the coin itself isn't rare in terms of production numbers, but its rarity lies in its condition. the level of preservation, and its market demand. A coin in very good condition, like the one we have here, is not something you come across every day. A very good condition coin means that the penny has clear details, though it may have some noticeable wear. In this state, you can still read the year 1969 and clearly see Lincoln's profile. But finding one in this condition, especially without too much corrosion or discoloration, makes it highly collectible. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of this coin. The current market value of a 1969 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark in very good condition can range depending on various factors, such as demand, collector interest, and even any unique characteristics of the coin itself. As of today, this coin can fetch anywhere between $2 and $5 for a penny in very good condition, but some specific examples of the 1969 penny could go for even more if they're graded higher or if they possess certain unique features, like rare errors. But when you're looking at a coin in this condition, you can expect it to have a solid value in the $180,000 range. But wait, the value goes way up if the coin is in better condition. A 1969 penny in extra fine or uncirculated condition can command a much higher price, upwards of $200,000. Why is the 1969 Lincoln penny so valuable? Well, collectors love these coins because of their historical significance. The Lincoln penny is one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. It has seen decades of production, with many variations and errors along the way. As time goes on, certain years, like 1969, stand out for their unique characteristics or the fact that they simply haven't been preserved well. Plus, when it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. A well-preserved 1969 penny with a D mint mark is a treasure for collectors looking to complete their sets. It's not just about the monetary value, it's about having a piece of history in hand. So, how can you spot a valuable 1969 penny? First, check for clear, readable dates and strong details on Lincoln's portrait. Look for any signs of wear or corrosion, as this affects the overall value. Also, don't forget to check the reverse for any unusual features. Certain errors in the minting process, like doubled dies, can also add value to a coin. The 1969 penny, especially those from the Denver Mint, has seen some interesting error coins, so it's worth looking for signs of these rare varieties. To wrap it up, the 1969 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark in very good condition may not be rare in terms of its production numbers, but it's certainly a valuable coin in today's market, especially for collectors. If you happen to find one in your collection, or if you're out there coin hunting, keep your eyes peeled for this little treasure. Who knows? It might just be worth more than you thought. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, stories, and market insights. Until next time, happy hunting.